desk. I had plans on cleaning it up, but it just did not happen yesterday. I'm busy getting my class up and running for next week, starting on Monday. Let me just pull you guys up to see who is here this morning. I do not have a water or a coffee here, so hopefully my voice doesn't get too crackly. All right, let's have a look. Who is up with me this morning? We have been doing, I should probably get them so that you can see. Let me get them in a minute. We're going to do our March daily, which I am doing in this Hemlock and Oak sketchbook. Well, it's actually a notebook, a plain notebook. So in March, we have decided to do March, Mind and Memory, and it's a little bit of basically taking what you have, remembering things, and people in our group are choosing one subject. So it could be anything from recipes that you remember and you have a story about, or it could be clothes, it could be what you're wearing today, it could be anything. So a lot of us are choosing different things. Hola Patty, hello Michelle. It's freezing here. Hello from freezing just outside Toronto. Bonjour Ebo. I hope yesterday went well. I'm choosing to do shoes, and it was also because C, who is in our group, she has also chosen shoes. So some people are inspiring others, as C has done with me. I have a lot of shoes. They all have a little story to them, or at least like how I chose them, why I chose them. And you know, I just want to spend 10 minutes doing that, and then I'm going to move on to our 100-day project because that needs a little bit more time. So the first one was my slippers, Birkenstocks. I've been wearing indoor Birks or Birks indoors for the past I've said 15 years, but I think it could be a little bit more. I feel like they help, like they don't I feel like if I get tired and I'm not wearing them, I know that it's because I'm not wearing them, because they do give a lot of support. And my favorites right now are the Bostons, the Birk Bostons. So I'm trying to do 10-minute sketches of 10 minutes or under sketches of shoes that I have, and that's going to be my month of March. So today, and I will start with my 10-minute timer because I need to get started, because if not I won't have enough time for my 100-day project. So I'm going to move my 100-day to the side, and also the paints, which I need to replenish my paints for this. And today's shoe is a Capezio, and I haven't worn it for a little bit of time. It's a Capezio, which is a dance shoe. My husband and I used to take dance classes together, and I would love to again. We would take swing dancing or Lindy Hop. I don't know if you guys know what that is in Holland or France. Anyway, I would wear like regular shoes, and I mean, we have done a lot of dancing together, so I would book like every winter season and every spring season for a few years. We were doing it. So I thought I will invest in a pair of shoes, and also they're very comfortable, so I could wear them out. Really nicely made shoes. They're leather upper and lower soles, and because they're dance shoes, they have a little bit of squishiness in them. Anyway, so I'm not getting rid of them. I love them, and I love the memories also that we had. So hopefully I will get my husband to sign up again with me, because I should just book it really, but sometimes there aren't any around our area, so we don't really want to travel like, 40 minutes to go to a dance class, but we will see. Anyway, something that I love, and these shoes remind me of that. So Lindy Hop is Lindy Hop everywhere. Oh, thanks, Joanne. Oh, over here it's Lindy Hop. Yeah, I think it's very universal, I think. Thanks, Hippo. Yeah, the shoe, they're really cute because they're a T strap. Do you call it a T-bar, T-strap? Anyway, they are nice. It's probably the only heel that I would wear now if I went out. I would put them on because they are comfy. Okay, so I haven't told you what I'm going to use, but I'm going to use ink and a brush. And I'm going to take a brush, which I don't care about wrecking because ink will wreck my brush. So 10 minutes. Where's my timer gone? Here it is. Okay. So if you're doing this with us and you want to draw with us, then you can. I'm going to just set my shoe up a little bit differently so that I can see inside it. I know that Hippo is doing... Excuse me. I knew this would happen. I was carrying everything down and I'm like, oh great, I don't have any water with me or a coffee. So watch, I'm gonna get like an attack of coughing. Hi Martina. Hippo, we've started the timer. Hippo is doing a she's drawing her wardrobe, so items in her wardrobe that have a little story to them, where she purchased them. Michelle is here also, and she is drawing portraits of famous people's birthdays. Like, so today is, whose birthday is it today, Michelle? So I can tell you also a little bit about my new class that is coming out tomorrow. It doesn't start tomorrow, but it comes out tomorrow. It launches tomorrow. It's called Seeing in Shapes. And I know a lot of you know that is how I like to work and have done for a long time. I think it really works, and I know that I can teach you guys all to see in shapes as well. And it's just being bold and courageous with it, but also I'll teach you some little tools and tricks to keep you on track throughout the course. So that starts actually next Monday. It's a 4-week course, and it'll go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And there will be a discount for Substack subscribers. Also, if you're traveling with me this year and doing art retreats, you get a much bigger discount. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. We'll be working as though we are working outside in a situation where you're sketching either in a group of people and or sketching a group of people as well, like maybe in a coffee shop or out, looking at a landscape or urbanscape. So that is something that I definitely want to stress, that it'll be great for anybody who is, wanting to transition into urban sketching, landscapes, sitting at a restaurant or in a cafe and sketching, and just feels a little bit overwhelmed sometimes with the amount of things that are going on. So we'll break it down. Or if you just want to take a picture and work from your picture, because we will be working from pictures, but it we will be steering towards working from life as well. Good morning, Susan. How are you? These are my swing dancing or Lindy Hop shoes, Susan. I was just telling everybody about the new class that is launching next week. I'm going to do the shadow, but I'm going to try and just do it in marks that could look like a shadow rather than... Ink is a little bit unpredictable, should we say? Actually, I'm going to block that in. Very unpredictable ink. And I'll write a little bit about that afterwards. So I'm good with the 5 minutes, so I'm going to leave it at that. I can write in with my ink, but later. I really need to get on to today's 100-day project. So thanks for joining me for my quick sketch of my shoe. And there'll be a new shoe every day for this month. So today... Oh, let me get the ones that we've done already, or that I've done already. So I have them hanging on my cupboard doors. I'm so happy that I'm going to have them all hanging up, but I am going to have to start thinking about how many I take to the table every morning, because it is like up and down, but it's okay. So we started off with Florence Nightingale, and then we went on to doing St. Francis d'Assisi. I can put my timer away. And I'm not sure if I'm going in the right order. I think I did Maria Montessori next. And then we did Bertha von Suttner. So if you're here and you don't know, I'm doing 100 peacemakers for my 100-day project this year. And I am drawing them first, and then I'm painting them on these little hoops. And then, yeah, I'm hoping to, well, I'm gonna finish 100 days. Okay, who was next? I think Nezahualcoyotl was next. And then we went on to doing, was it Malala? And then Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi. And oh, you know what, I spelled his name wrong. Is Mahatma, let me get that right, Mahatma Gandhi. And then also Wangari Maathai. I'm probably butchering their name, so I apologize to, you know, your name is, I should have somebody telling me in my ear, like how to pronounce it. Good morning, Reb. How are you? I should get some pretty velvet ribbon. I should get some pretty velvet ribbon. That's something that I definitely have to think about. I've just put hooks right now, but yeah, maybe something either to cover here or embroider something. I know that you're doing some embroidery. Maybe there's is there a Nobel Peace Prize emblem, or that would be kind of cool. Then they don't all have Nobel Peace Prizes, you know, given that these guys were from, well, 1181 and 1402. So the Nobel Peace Prize wasn't actually invented back then. So but they are peacemakers. Oh, that's your minute. It's almost up. But that's good because now I can move on to my next one. Anyway, so that's where we're at right now. And now I am going to move on to my sketch, Leo Tolstoy. Yeah, Leo Tolstoy, the philosopher and the... And why is this opening right there? Sorry, I have a page that I had open, and I'm not sure where it is gone. Where it's gone. But he wrote War and Peace, and also he wrote Karenina. I have not read either of these books, but I do know that Louise read War and Peace last year, and it was quite the book. He's from Russia. He was born in 1821, and he decided to become an advocate for nonviolence through philosophy and writing. And apparently Jesus influenced him, and he rejected war and state violence and materialism, and started promoting simple living and moral responsibility. So he kind of did like a whole switch. Yesterday we did I did Wangari Maatai, and she was an advocate for keeping the land in Africa and Kenya, and not having, you know, these rich, I was going to say rich something, but come and destroy land and take down forests. So she was a people's environmental, or she started the Poor People's Environmental Movement as well. So yeah, so I'm doing little sketches. It's getting very messy. I do need to spray them. I do have tomorrow's, but I will leave that as a little surprise. So let's get started with Leo. Oh, did you read it? Susan says, I loved Wangari Maathai's book. Yeah, I saw. How big are the hoops? They're about this big. I don't have a ruler right here. They're just little. They can fit in my palm of my hand. Okay, let's get Leo. So I do have the sketch of him. I know, and I can see that his brow is not down enough on this side. So I'm not sure to go with my drawing, or to go with his portrait, his photo. I think, I mean, I'll kind of keep them both out, but I think I'll go with my drawing. Like, I think it's quite similar, but maybe I'll refer to this just to double check. But I'm going to plug it in because it's going to run out of battery. Yeah, they're not very big. Not very big at all. All right. And I got my paints out because I knew that I probably had to replace these. God, I hope I can open this. Okay, did I break it? I don't think I broke it. It's quite sturdy, but it does, I mean, look at the mess. Yeah, I definitely need to put some yellow in here. Hippo says, if you manage to have exhibitions, this sketchbook would be a fantastic bonus to watch for the visitors. Ah, yes, thank you, Hippo. I am hoping, I wonder if I have some lemon, oops, lemon yellow, because this one is the cadmium. I wonder if I have some lemon. I mean, I can probably just go with what I have. Now I'm switching my paints because they were my Mary, the Italian ones that I had in this from Italy last October. So I'm switching them to the Winsor Newton. So things may start looking a little bit different. We'll see. Hey, Angie. Oh, wow. Angie says, hi, Shah. Hi, everyone from the underground train in Berlin. I forgot my earphones, so I'm just watching for a little bit. Okay, well, I won't start singing. If not, everyone will want to come and see who the awful singer is. Patty, I'm asking you, what are you doing for your 100-day project? I have lemon yellow. Yay! Oh, Patty is saying she's doing hearts. Oh, very cool. Sitla is doing hearts too. Did you see? Are yours painted? Are they sewn? What are they? I think my blues are okay. May just need a tiny little bit of water sprayed in them. Just to, not that they're gonna reactivate. If they're, because this is acrylic, so it doesn't reactivate. And Reb, how's your, oh, a dove. Ooh, Reb, a dove. That would be great. I just saw your comment. What a great idea. Reb was suggesting I put a little dove or embroider a little dove above here. That would be so sweet. I have to think about it for sure. Okay, we have like 35 minutes left. Patty says, no, I didn't. That's cool. I'm going to see the what? I am going to see the what? Okay. So again, I'm painting from a black and white photo. His skin looks pretty fair, and I'm assuming that his hair is brown. His beard does look gray. Like it looks kind of like that semi-coarse, semi-gray, like maybe a dark gray in some areas. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna probably block in his skin first. So let's get some colors mixed for his skin. And like I said, this paint is new. I was using the My Mary, which are an Italian brand of acrylics. that I use down in Italy and love them because they're very similar to the acrylic wash. So, but I am now using Winsor & Newton because that's all I've got right now here. So I'm going to see how they are because they're probably a little bit shinier. They're not matte, but I can, sorry, I'm just trying to get some skin tones on here. Like, I think his face is quite fair, or his skin is quite fair, but I want some skin tones to work with. Like, that's too pink. So I'm going to mix these two together. Are you timing your paintings? No, but I know this is what I have, right? Like, I have this time in the morning, so I'm not, I think yesterday when I left you guys, I came back and did maybe another 10 minutes on Wangari's portrait. So they're averaging about an hour and a little bit, like by the time we chat and everything. Oh, that goes over there a little bit more. I have to be careful with this guy, Leo's face, because it could get quite large on here, but I don't want it very large because I do want his beard to be quite large in the image as well. So okay, I'm going to just bring in a dark brown here, well, a medium brown, and then I can go darker in a bit. There's some white in this, so I'll just, oops. So my class next week is seeing shapes. I know that some of you love to sketch and everything, and we will be doing some sketching, but the majority of the whole class is about seeing shapes and then working over the top, which is how I love to work. So it's basically how I'm working every day here. And I just feel like it really helps. You know, all right, that can be a little bit lighter. Reb says, maybe a dove stamp or charm. I can't imagine embroidering 100 doves. No, I cannot either. That may be a bit much. That may be a little bit too much. So I'm feeling like this paint, which is in some ways good, is not drying as fast as the other paint that I had. And I have the heater on in my room as well because it's quite chilly today. Wait, very chilly. Hang on, so Patty, did you say that you are... How are you doing your hearts? Are you painting hearts? You didn't say. Good morning, Nanette. C says, I'm looking forward to the class. Nanette says, did you post a class yet? No, it's almost ready to post. I wasn't going to post it until tomorrow, but I will post it. And I'll make sure it gets sent out in an email to everybody with the coupon if you are on Substack. If you're a subscriber, you will get a 20% coupon. And if you're traveling with me this year, you will get a 40% coupon. So, okay. Now, the photo that I've got is damaged. So, like the photo that I found on the internet, the actual photograph itself looks damaged. So there's a lot of area that I can't really tell what is, but I'm going to just try and see what, like, just imagine what it could be there. So I'm going to put down a mid-tone for his beard, and then I can go over with the lighter color. I mean, his hair here could be a little bit on the gray side, maybe just starting up here. It just looks a little darker than maybe it is. It's actually quite nice to start with this shoe today and just loosen up, because this can be a little bit constricting. Hippo says, some people make embroidery on demand. Yeah, I think I will probably just do something. I'm not sure. I'll look out for ribbon. I have some nice red velvet ribbon that I could use. I'm not 100%. Something will come up. Something will come up that I think will be good for it. But yeah, right now this is not okay. But it's just, for me right now, it's a way of hanging them up on the wall. I mean, I can't remember what I did with my other hoops. I think with my other hoops, I actually had it behind here so that it would just hook on. But they also had some nice, my other hoops, I found some antique ones as well, which had some really nice hardware. So I didn't mind leaving that as it was. I always do the ears too close. They're actually much further out. Good morning, Tammy. How are you? Patty says, painting them in gouache and mixed media. Oh, nice. Are they big? Are they small? What are they? I always like to know what you guys are doing. And I don't think, Patty, we have seen you. We didn't see you yesterday in class. Did we? You were there? Oh, did you have to leave? I'm trying to think. All right, so I've made like a kind of bluey gray color, which is going to just go right in where the darker areas are. I have to adjust a lot of things, but just plopping in. His eyes are light, but I can see the pupil at least, and the pupil is dark, so I'll just put those in. I feel like he's got either blue or green eyes. So I'll get those in as well. This is all hair right up here, so I know that I need to lighten some areas, but these are a little bit darker. Oh, Patty says, no, I couldn't make it yesterday. Yes, I did record. I have a sea white sketchbook, 14 by 14, that I'm painting on. Oh, that's quite big. Is it a concertina? Or are you doing many hearts on one page? Are you doing a heart a day? I have so many questions because I haven't seen it. I want to know. Patty says, hope to finish the entire sketchbook for once. I feel like you finish a lot of sketchbooks, don't you? I mean, you will, won't you, if there's 100 hearts? So the bonus about having a few little colors mixed up is that I can just dab my paintbrush in and grab some of these colors. They're already drying, as you can see, though, so I do have to adjust or keep mixing. And you can see my paintbrush is full of gray. That's okay. I'm making a lighter gray for the beard in some areas, and the mustache. Yeah, definitely need to adjust quite a few areas. Get some white on here and brighten this up. on a little bit on the gray side. See, that's not much lighter, so I'm going to put it on this side, and then I'll wait until the palette is a little drier and then move over to the other side. Maybe I'll change my brush as well. Anyone catch the lunar eclipse last night? Oh no, I missed it. How was it? Tammy says she set her alarm. Was it amazing? Did you take any pictures? Do you have a good camera to take pictures? Did you post it? So many questions. Oh, I thought it was tonight. I thought it was, but it's, yeah, it was Tuesday. I mean, it is Tuesday now, but I thought it was Tuesday, like, yeah, I didn't read that very well. How was it, Tammy? It was so clear as well last night. Oh, and Patty says she does finish tons of sketchbooks, but they're all of different things. So I guess she's hoping to finish just one thing in the sketchbook. Okay, well, that'll be great, Patty. Tammy says Eclipse was great, but not the photos. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that it was incredible. Was it super red, like they said it was going to be? Is that too high up? That may be too high up. And I think this photo is probably a little bit overexposed as well. So, you know, I'm not getting tons of details, but I also like that for drawing and painting portraits, is that this way it's not overly detailed, so you can see the blocks of color and shapes as well. So this needs to come down a little bit, and then, yeah, definitely need to put a little more of this there. Tammy says, I would say muted red, not entirely obvious. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Hippo is saying hello to Reb. Hippo, did you respond? I don't know. I can scroll back up, but I'm hoping that yesterday went well. Thank you. See, what have we got? We've got 15 minutes. Not sure if I'll finish it in 15 minutes, but it See, this brush is not small enough because I'm not going to get the shapes of the details of his nose. Maybe. Let's see. I think his nose is a little bit too far down. We may have to bring that up. Yeah. Let's get a teeny bit of white in his eye here. Or not white, but grey. And also bringing in some more color on the other side. And I can bring that color in over here as well. So, can't really see it too much, but there is a bit of shadow on this side. I need to get his eyes looking how they should be looking. So I'm going to darken this pink to make it a purple so it's warmer. Okay, so this is where I need to change his nose slightly, lift it up, which means I gotta put some different color underneath there. His eyes looking a bit creepy over here. Creepy as in scary. He does have that brow. It's strange because on the one side his hair looks like it's been brushed down. I'm not sure if that looks a little modified, so I'm not sure if that is actually how it was, but I'll put it in and you'll see, because in the picture it looks like it's been either edited because this side it's not like that, but this side it is. Oh, okay. Hippo says, I answered your DM. Okay, I will check afterwards. Today is Tuesday, so today is Dylan Sarah has his live Zoom portrait session if anybody is interested in drawing some faces. He does have a Patreon. I know that you can pay as you go, like for the Tuesday. It's a lot of fun. if I get my class up and live, then I may join, because I haven't joined for a while, and it's always nice to have some quick time drawings. His forehead is actually quite far over. I need to adjust his hair a little bit. So that's on. Does anybody else have anything on a Tuesday that's going on? Anyone? Okay, I'm gonna mix up some, maybe a really dark blue for his top that he's wearing, or like a deep purple. So let's get that mixed up. I mean, I like Winsor & Newton. I feel like the other paints, they just had a little bit more what could you call it? Like, they were more in pastel, so they weren't as loose, which made it kind of easier, I think, to apply, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not liking the Winsor & Newtons on these little canvases. Okay, I'm gonna correct his hair. Don't worry. Gonna correct it. Oh yes, Odd Orange is today. Odd Orange is yeah, their monthly session. I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? Do you think his hair would be a little bit reddish? Is that too red? No, like a chestnut, like an auburn. Maybe it's a little bit too much. We'll go a little browner. Odd Orange has drawing. She chooses themes, and you can pay for the replays. Oops. They are on Tuesdays. She only allows a certain amount of people in to the drawing session, so sometimes I haven't been able to get in. Yeah, and she has great pictures. It's not a like, you can have conversation through the chat with her. I can't remember her name. I'm so bad with names. You can have conversation through the chat, but you can't unmute, so you are muted the whole thing, which is fine. And I think she does that specifically for the recording, so that she can have the recording and it's just her talking. Hi Biddy Penny, how are you? I've been catching the replay and I'm loving these portraits. Thank you. Morgan Grace, thank you. Hippo. Morgaine. I'm going to try to join that, but I always forget and it fills up. Yes, exactly, it does. Um, yeah, I will. That's at, I want to say, what time is that at? Is that at 11 or 10? Can't remember if it's earlier or... Anyway, if you are doing Dylan Sarah's, his is at, oh, I want to say 1:30 Eastern. I think it's 7:30 European time. And he has also just released a class for his Patreons about hair. I always used to not love doing hair, but I really do like it now. Okay, not loving this side of his beard. I think it needs to be a little darker in some areas, like for example, well, first I need to fix his nose under here, and also he has like a little bit of a funny shape nose. Probably can't say that, can I? You have a funny shaped nose. No. He doesn't have the regular tip on his nose, so just be aware if you are drawing people's noses, they're not all the same. I think where it is better than it was. Over here, I think it needs to be darker. Under here and over here. Yeah, I'm going to darken pretty much this whole side. Because he is in shadow over here. Even his face could be a little bit darker in some areas. Reb says, hi, Biddy. Okay, background. I'm going to give him some pink upward chevrons. Because, you know, he made the turn around and he started... He really started thinking more like a monk, I would say. I know that he said Jesus, but I feel like he was maybe more in line with how monks go about their life. Living in modesty. Okay, my chevrons are a little bit skew-iffy. Whoops. Oh no. I'm not sure if chevrons were a good idea. them where we can see them. Ooh, that was a bit chunky. I guess my brush, when it turns, it doesn't turn. I could have done this with acrylic pen, marker, grabby. I could have grabbed a grabby and done it with that. It's okay. It definitely doesn't have to be perfect. Ha! Oh. Okay, I think now that I have moved his nose up slightly, now I feel like and if you have to go, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you are here, and I will be back tomorrow with another Peacemaker. I'm going to be here for a little bit longer. I want to get this finished, and so if you are here and staying, that's great. If you can't stay, I will see you tomorrow maybe. Okay, nose. Let's just get this here. And then did he always have a beard? No, he didn't. Oh, I mean, obviously he didn't always have a beard. He was young once. I'm going to move his lips up slightly. That was way too much. Too much dark there. But in this area of his beard, definitely there's some tiny, like I said, it was more brushed. Getting into the quiet zone. Sorry, everybody. Just trying to see where I need to adjust and get him finished. And like I said, he seems a little bit overexposed in the picture. Have a great day, Michelle. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to put a few highlights on and then call it a day. Call it a portrait. A little bit more light here on the beard. And on the nose. And the cheek. Need like definitely a look how dirty that water is. Just gonna resort to putting it down here. Need like a really fine, I guess I could use a pen just to get those wispies. Thank you, Joanne. See you. Bye. Have a great day. If you have to leave, thank you for joining again. And yeah, I'd love to see yours. We have set up a chat in the BSA club, and that chat you can put your 100-day project in, your dailies. I think it's a really nice way to just keep up with the days and see what everybody else is doing. So if you are on our Blue Shine Art Club, then you can go to the chat in there and add yours there. I think this is too blue for his eye, but I'm gonna just put a little bit in there. Just want a little bit of color. And I think this side of his eye is too, whoops, I was gonna say is too dark, and then I just put that on there. All right, everyone. I think I should stop messing around with it, because, you know, I can see that I'll start splodging and putting other, just want to break up his eyebrow a little bit. See? All right. Oh, and I didn't zoom in, did I? I usually zoom in. There he is. I don't know if it's capturing it. A lot of splodgy splodges. Thank you everybody for joining and watching, and I hope you have been busy with yours. Take care everybody. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.